Occasionally, we stumble upon utterly surreal and wild moments that seem too unreal to be true. Yet, when recounting these extraordinary tales to friends and family, they might dub you a storyteller. Luckily for a fortunate few, these astonishing events unfold when cameras are rolling, providing tangible evidence for their mind-bending encounters. Today, we're about to unveil some of these extraordinary occurrences, each so rare that without recorded proof, they'd remain unbelievable feats of the imagination. Localized rain is not an unusual occurrence, where rainfall can be concentrated in one area while being dry nearby. However, an incident in a small town in Ghana, West Africa stood out as something truly extraordinary. A man was driving with his brother when they witnessed a peculiar sight, a highly localized waterfall seemingly descending from the heavens. The rain was so intense in that specific area that it resembled a cascading waterfall reaching up to the clouds. As the two brothers stopped to capture this mesmerizing event on video, other passers-by seemed less astonished and continued driving, unaffected by the spectacle. Although the scene appeared almost akin to something from the Bible, the man couldn't comprehend the phenomenon at the time. Nevertheless, similar occurrences have been reported elsewhere, where water appears to come from the sky but is in fact erupting from the ground.
Guys, I'm taking this live on the Tamako Sombo Road. Wow! Charlie, unbelievable stuff, man. I can't explain this.
In some cases, this high-pressure jet of water emerges when a new well is drilled. While it cannot be confirmed that this was the exact cause in this particular situation, it is highly probable. Okay, hold on to your hats, folks. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. So, you know how in many religions they have these super cool deities with magical healing powers, right? Now, here's where it gets juicy. This video popped up and let me tell you, it's a real mystery. We have no clue where it's from or what religion it's about, but trust me, you don't need a PhD in religious studies to see what's going down. There's this rad religious ceremony going on and they're all about to witness some kind of divine action. So picture this. Here's this woman with a funky looking arm, like it's playing hide and seek with her elbow joint. They shower her arm with holy water like it's a party, and here comes the magic. Slowly but surely her arm starts stretching like a piece of elastic. It's like watching a hilarious game of arm limbo.
I mean, sure, she might have just experienced muscle spasms and had a dislocated elbow, but it sure doesn't seem that way. It looks more like she had a severe arm deformity and somehow managed to heal it in just a few minutes. It's hard to come up with an explanation for what really does seem like a miracle for this woman.
Sure, some skeptics might argue that it was just muscle spasms or a dislocated elbow. But come on, who needs a reality check when you've got a potential miracle on your hands? Literally. It's like she was starring in her very own superhero movie, The Amazing Arm Extender. Seriously, this woman could be the real-life Elastigirl. With a wave of her hand, she managed to fix her arm like it was a piece of clay. No need for a magic potion. She did it in a few minutes flat. Humanity has frequently been rendered speechless by nature's benevolence and wrath. There are moments that truly defy our understanding and challenge our preconceived notions about the natural world. A recent viral video serves as a striking example of this phenomenon. Typically, when a tree is struck by lightning, it either explodes, withers due to its damaged roots, or gradually decays due to a lack of water and nutrients. However, the video in question reveals an astonishing occurrence. The tree, upon being hit by lightning, begins to burn from within. The video was shared by the Twitter account Interesting as F, capturing the attention of viewers worldwide. It displays a tree with a hollow opening in its trunk and flames visibly engulf the interior, casting a crimson glow within the hollow space. While it's not uncommon for trees to catch fire after a lightning strike, witnessing the fire burn from inside the tree is an extraordinary sight. Lava, a molten dance of the Earth's fiery heart, holds a mesmerizing beauty that captivates the senses. With its glowing hues of red, orange and yellow, it creates a mesmerizing spectacle that seems to breathe life into the very landscape it touches. Yet, beneath this enchanting facade lies an untamed force that demands utmost respect. Lava's beauty conceals its inherent danger, as its scorching heat can incinerate everything in its path, obliterating homes, forests and entire communities. The allure of this radiant glow belies its unforgiving nature, causing destruction with an unyielding fury. The toxic gases and suffocating heat emanating from lava zones serve as constant reminders of its lethal potential. Its unpredictable flow and capacity to change direction without warning leave those nearby in a state of perpetual vigilance. The slightest miscalculation or misjudgment can prove catastrophic, turning the once enchanting spectacle into a devastating disaster. Queen balling is a behavior observed in honeybees, specifically when worker bees surround and encircle the queen bee, forming a tight ball around her. This behavior is generally a response to a perceived threat or in response to a new or foreign queen attempting to take over the hive. When a new queen emerges or is introduced to a colony, the existing workers may not readily accept her, and they may try to eliminate her by balling. The worker bees form a ball around the queen, generating heat and vibrations, essentially smothering her to death. This behavior is an instinctive response to prevent the introduction of a new queen that could potentially disrupt the established hierarchy in the hive. Have you ever witnessed the curious phenomenon of a seemingly lifeless fish dried to the bones, only to spring back to life when water is poured over it? This intriguing spectacle is none other than the sucker-mouth catfish, commonly known as pleco. At first glance, it appears dead and desiccated, devoid of any signs of life, but as soon as water touches its parched body, a miraculous revival occurs, leaving one to wonder if it was ever dead in the first place. The pleco possesses a remarkable ability to survive up to 20 hours without water. While it may seem lifeless when stranded on dry land, its true resilience is unveiled when immersed in its aquatic habitat. Despite its appearance of being dried up and scaly, it merely awaits the moment when someone reunites it with water to rekindle its vivacity. Vic, a city in eastern Spain located about an hour's drive north of Barcelona, offers a thrilling experience for vacationers in the form of a 3.5-hour hot air balloon tour. Soaring above the city's landscapes, passengers are treated to breathtaking views that stretch all the way to Barcelona. The picturesque rolling landscapes from the sky create a memorable journey. However, not all hot air balloon adventures go as planned. On March 23, 2018, an ill-fated decision was made to launch a hot air balloon right in the heart of Vic, amidst the urban landscape. Common sense would suggest that tall buildings and hot air balloons are a combination best kept apart. The incident raises eyebrows, and while we're not experts in ballooning, the general understanding is that avoiding tall structures when navigating a hot air balloon seems prudent. Thankfully, the vast majority of hot air balloon rides are conducted with careful planning and adherence to safety protocols, ensuring a delightful and hazard-free experience for all passengers involved. St. Petersburg, Russia, with a population of about 5.4 million, is the country's second largest city. On May 19, 2021, an ordinary thunderstorm rolled over the city, seemingly unnoticed by most. However, at the crossing of Veterans Avenue and Soldier Corazon Street, a group of locals experienced a powerful lesson in the hazards of walking around during a lightning storm. Amid the tumultuous weather, an eerie sound filled the air, leaving the bystanders perplexed and uncertain about what was unfolding around them. The storm brought forth a peculiar sight, with what appeared to be sparks cascading from the sky rather than rain. The origin of these sparks became a subject of conflicting reports. Some sources suggested that the lightning struck a nearby street lamp, while others posited that it struck the trolleybus wires running along the street. The scope of the spark shower, however, led many to lean toward the theory that it was caused by the lightning making contact with the bus wires. In this delightfully quirky elevator encounter, two total strangers find themselves in an unexpected and slightly bizarre situation. The elevator is surprisingly empty, providing a rather unusual backdrop for their comical interaction. As the doors close, the mischievous spirit takes hold of one of them. In a hilariously odd move, she decides to spice up the elevator ride by playfully standing behind the other girl. With a cheeky grin, the girl in the back leans in ever so slightly and does the unthinkable. She starts sniffing the other girl's hair. Yes, you heard that right. She sniffs curiously, like a whimsical detective on a sensational mission. The other girl, taken aback and bewildered by this unexpected display of curiosity, can't help but raise an amused eyebrow.